heartbeat. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat. Forever.
What's going on, fam? How we doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Don't forget, it is September 11th, so my brothers and sisters that are veterans that have fallen, you're never forgotten. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into some Fishing Planet, fam. All right, gonna be fishing on the Maldives again, just doing some. We'll see. May get into some missions. We'll see. But just gonna be doing the trolling run and getting some fish in. So let's go ahead and get it in. Oh, just a little tease on the rod there. Good actual. Nope. Just a little. Oh, just teasing the rods here. Teasing the rods. Nothing doing yet. Plus, it is a pretty slim time. It is pretty slim time of day, so I think we're going into we're going into a good day. So day 2 will be a good day. Oh, looks like we got a fish on. Oh, never mind. Not that one. Thought it was that one. Never mind. They hit and left. They did a hit and run. Nothing doing yet. Just a couple bites, nibbles, and gone. Oh, there we go. Oh, got fish on now. Got fish on now. All right, fish on, fish on. Saw the Mizujigu hit first, so I'll take this one. Probably just a skipjack based on how it's coming in. I don't know. It actually might be something. I thought it was a skipjack based on how easy it was coming in. But then again, I've been wrong before. see what we got here. Oh, young swordfish. All right. Hopefully, hopefully I can get a few trophy and unique swordfish. Get some XP. Just a little tease on that rod. No bite. Just a little tease on the Kage. Nothing doing. Oh, this might be something. Oh, another hit. Another hit. Nice. Fish on. Hoping for, like I said, hoping for swordfish. Really get the XP up here. Gotta love the retrieval rate on this reel. When the fish isn't running or resisting, you got a good retrieval rate on this reel. Look at that pump. You can play a beat to it. Oh, this fish is putting up a good fight here. Appreciate the vibes. Appreciate the vibes over on the TikTok side. We are live on Purple, Green, and TikTok. So if you're just joining, welcome in. Just chilling, doing some fishing. Oh, I will have videos coming out on YouTube starting Sunday, I believe. Yeah, Sunday. Looks like a swordfish. Saw it breach the water there for a second. Yep, swordfish. Not sure if it's a young swordfish or a regular adult swordfish. I don't know, young swordfish can put up a pretty good fight, so. There's been times that I thought I had a trophy on the line, but nope, it was a young swordfish. And if you're wondering how I'm here at level 85, it's because I have DLC. So, Maldives map is level 94 normally. And yes, you can get to Maldives free to play on doing free to play. So, it's just very expensive, and you have to do quite a few missions in order to upgrade your boat at Kaji. In fact, I'm still doing those missions at Kaji. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, nice swordfish. See, swordfish bring in good money, good XP. Good money, good XP. And the reason I have a squid chain is because I bought it with Bitcoin. I bought a couple with Bitcoin, earned a couple, and then lost them because I didn't check the line weight that I put on my rod, and it was snapping it right off because I had the drag way up too freaking high. So that was fun. Oh, yeah, had a fish on there for a second. Interested. Oh, looks like we got a fish on. Ah, darn. It left. Oh, might have got this one. Oh, yep, got this one. All right, let's see. Does it run out past 200 or are we going to reel it in? No, it's running out past 200. For me, if it runs out past 200 feet, I've got to jump up to the deck, come to a stop, and come back down. And that's just how I operate when solo fishing. And I did see that they fixed some things. Fishing Planet did fix some things with when fishing with friends. So hopefully the rods disappearing, all that should be fixed. What do we got here? Another sword? Another swordfish. Nice. I want to hopefully get a couple unique swordfish on. Really get that XP going. Because once you get up to these levels, it's a million. It starts getting up into the 1.1 million XP to gain a level. So, oh, we got a fish on. Oh yep, we got a fish on. For being low activity right now and getting some pretty good activity too. I don't mind that. You know, running on me pretty good, diving down. And also stopping, it's the best way to know if it's a glitch or if you actually have a fish on as well. Because I think there was a couple times I got spooled out, and I think it was just a total glitch. And there was one time that I actually got spooled out, but I think I had a fish on. Pretty sure I had a fish on. The only thing is about some of these fights, when you get these fish on, it'll take sometimes it'll take 2 to 6 minutes to bring them in IRL. So just keep that in mind. If all of a sudden you find yourself with a fish on and you got to go to the bathroom, it's well, drop the fish and go to the bathroom. I've been in that situation. I'm like, should I drop the fish or go to the bathroom? Well, I'm dropping the fish. I'm not chancing it. I'm not ruining my secret lab chair. That's for damn sure. That's not happening. I know it's leather, but still, I don't want to ruin it. We're getting some pretty good resistance here. Hoping for a trophy swordfish, that'd be nice. Where you at? Come on. Gotcha. Oh, see, young swordfish. See, it was putting up a pretty good fight, but came in, young swordfish. So anyway, so what I was saying earlier about you can do this you can play this game free to play. It's just if you want bells and whistles like this is the Chameleon DLC. And then I also got the Atoll DLC, which gave me a bottom rod. So the Chameleon DLC gives you you'll get the, well, shoot, you can look it up, but you'll get the yacht, the Chameleon yacht, and then you'll get the Kodokage and the Mizujigu in the Chameleon pack. Let's see, we got one on. Nope, nothing on. Nope, nothing on. Okay. And then it also gives you 30-day pass on the map too. So, and if you're a low level like I was, and you're looking to, you still got to grind for the XP. You still got to level up. It's just you get some of the, the fancy stuff. get the fancy rods and reels. Okay, it's running out pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. But the good thing about the and any DLC reels, they're gonna be marked with SE, so that's what that is. So the SE signifies DLC reel or DLC rod, DLC reel. And the good thing about them is that they don't, if they break, yeah, I'm not gonna mark that. It's not a PB for me. Yeah, it is a unique, but you get a lot of them, so it's not a PB. Plus, I'm getting pretty low on markers anyway. And I don't feel like buying any with real money. But anyway, so to continue about the rods and reels, if you if they break, you can repair them, but keep in mind it's going to cost quite a bit to repair them. Unlike normal rods and reels that you buy in the shop, if they break, you have to completely buy new ones. But the DLC rods and reels, if they break, you can repair, which is nice. Got a fish on? Oh yeah, fish on. I don't know. There's just something about these ocean maps that I like. The calmness of it. So anyway, if you're going the free-to-play route in Fishing Planet, you can get to Kaji no Ri doing free-to-play. Just keep in mind, travel advanced license, I think is, if I remember right, it's like 20. It's like 20, somewhere between 20 and 30,000. And then actually no, I'd have to hold on. I'd have to look it up. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to look at what the advanced license is. I know the travel is 33,000, and then to rent the boat for a day is 10,000. To rent the boat for the day. As far as travel, I think it's somewhere between 10 and 20,000 for the advanced license. But there's a Fishing Planet wiki that you can look up, and you can see the exact price for it. So just keep in mind, you're gonna be spending more. You're gonna be spending more money, and then doing free to play, you're gonna be getting. You get about, I would say, 10-20. You get about 10% less experience, maybe 10-20% less experience than you would playing premium. So I'd say doing free to play, it's going to take, if you're just starting out, it's going to take, depending on your pace of play, it's going to take at least 6 months. to level up from 1 to 100. So even though I have all the DLC and I have all this fancy equipment, you still gotta go through the levels. So still gotta progress through the levels as normal. There's no getting past that. You just progress faster. Again, depending on your pace of play. Oh, so after I bring this, once I bring this fish in here, I'll show you the run that I do for the Maldives. The path, anyway. Nice swordfish. All right, so this is the run that I do. Sometimes I take it out this way. Sometimes I'll go out this way and come back through here and down through here, and then sometimes come up through there and then cut over. So pretty much this is where I find the most activity. Obviously you can catch some fish in Kuta Valley. I have a buoy over there, so I can take my boat with me, so I can take the yacht with me. You can catch some fish on this run right here. You can catch some fish on this run, and then you can catch grouper over here. This is your grouper, and then you can catch bonito and other fish over here. So let me zoom in here. I'll show you. So yeah, it's trophy stripe bonito, giant GT. You can catch flying fish here. Bonito, trophy giant grouper. That's my biggest grouper so far. Trophy great barracuda, trevally. Trophy giant sweet lips. This is where you catch your sweet lips at. Job fish. And then I caught let's see, where did I catch that ruby snapper? Caught a ruby snapper, I think, yeah, over here. So this is one of the places that I caught a ruby snapper. I haven't caught a trophy yet, so still have that ruby snapper marked. I think I had to go pretty deep for it. I think I had a fish at like 700 feet. So you want to make sure you have a lot of line and a good bottom rod to fish it. If you're in Fishing Planet, you can look at my profile and see what one I'm running. But I'll show you here. So I'm running the Karasutoa 6.3. running this one here. I have 2,493 feet of line on there because it has a 104/900 braid capacity. So I'm running that one for with a 10-aught hook right now. Have that for the bottom fishing. But again, that's the top bottom fishing rod in the game. Again, that one. So this rod right here, the Toa, and then the breakwater is part of the Atoll DLC. And then obviously you get some lures and line and some other things. You just gotta check it out. But so my plan is to get to obviously get to level 100, and then I am going to go back to every map. And there's still one fish that I haven't caught at, and I have all the rods. I have all my rods that I've had throughout the game. So, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fish. Obviously, if you're a higher level, so being level 100, you got to go back and fish with the appropriate level rod to still gain experience. Yeah, it's gonna be minimal, but still you're gonna get positive experience rather than fishing with an overpowered setup. So that way you don't get negative experience when you go to that map. So to continue on that, I'm gonna go back once I reach level 100. I'm gonna go back to every map and catch every fish, and I won't move on from that map until I have caught every fish. And then along with that, it'll complete some of the missions as well. And then if I haven't caught the monster for that map, I'll attempt to catch the monster as well. I already caught the monster for this map. I caught the wind razor. I think that's one of them. Well, no, actually, there's two of them for this map. There's the butcher shark. There's the butcher shark, and then there's the night wind razor. So, and there might be another one. Not sure. I know so far there's been the butcher shark and the night wind razor. Which I caught a lighter wind razor than I thought. Same with the butcher shark. Haven't got on a top 100 yet. But the thing with the monster fish is that you only got to catch them once. So, whatever weight and length you catch them at, that's it. You can't catch them again. As far as I'm aware. I've never heard of catching a monster fish twice unless it glitches, like I'm sure it did with me when I caught the musky golem twice. Because I caught a 50-pound musky golem and then the 79-pound musky golem. What's going on? How you doing, fam? Hope you're doing well. What has you over on the green app side? Aren't you normally on the purple app? Yeah, I'm doing well. Brought him in. Let's see. Swordfish. Nice. Yeah, so I just had to, last couple days, I just had some IRL things to deal with. Get some things straightened out IRL, but hopefully back on schedule now. Other than that, just enjoying some fishing, fam. Delicious. I don't know how long I'll be on tonight, but because I gotta go, I gotta wake up. I'll have to wake up early for me in the morning, so. Oh, playing FS22 at the moment. Harvest time on the server. Nice. Yeah, I'll be doing some farming simulator. Send me the details. Is it your server, fam? Otto, is it your server that you're playing on, or is it somebody else's? Oh, someone else's. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. What they have you doing on there? Oh, harvest. Duh. You just said harvest time. I was like, what do they have you doing? Oh, harvest. Yeah. What are you harvesting? What's in season? You know that skill that we learned a long time ago? Read? Yeah. I have trouble with that even today. Oh, Midwest. Nice. Whew, that's a big one. That's a big map. Have your own farm at the moment, 1,000 acres of sunflowers. Oof, man. Shoot, you remember when I do you remember when I did that you remember when I did that 2,000 acres of corn on Wild West? That was something else. Took like 2 weeks IRL. Yeah, no, it took like 2 weeks IRL to get it done. And I did it at real pace too. 4 to 6 miles an hour, harvesting, pulling the truck around, everything. I mean, that was work. I'm telling you, that was some work. Keeping the eyelids open. You know what I mean? But yeah, 1,000 acres of sunflowers isn't bad. That's gonna take you a minute. Oh, they're using 50-meter wide mod machines. Oh, okay. They're using the zoomies, one and done. Yeah, you know, everybody, you know, that's the beauty of Farming Simulator. Everybody plays in their own way. So, I mean, there's a certain way. I mean, there's obviously a, you know, kind of a standard way you gotta play, but everybody can play at their own pace, whether it's realism or altruism. You know, they can play at their, you know, their own will. My worst was sugar beets, 5-meter header on a 300. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, sugar beets are the worst. You gotta beat it. Unfortunately. Sugar beets or potatoes? Sugar beets, potatoes, radishes. Those are the worst. But there is for sure a sense of accomplishment once you're done. Once you complete that, there is definitely a sense of accomplishment. Like, I did that. That was I mean, it was time consuming and it took hours off of my out of my day, but I did that. Yeah, now see, that's one thing, like that's one thing between FS22 and FS25, like the some of the paydays, I'm like, huh? Like some of the paydays just don't match up for me. What do you mean a fish escaped because of low line tension? There wasn't any tension, baby. What are you talking about? Now, see, if you own all of your equipment, and it's your own field, then yes, you're getting a good payday. But if you're renting and doing a contract, then you're really not getting that much of a payday. So you're really not getting a payday until you own that field. Oh, probably just the tuna. based on how quick it's coming in here. Tuna or mahi-mahi? No, more than likely a tuna, because I don't think a mahi-mahi would bite a troll. Oh, wait a minute. It might be a mahi-mahi. Hold on. I think I saw a tinge of yellow. Did I? Did I see a tinge of yellow? Oh, no. It might be a marlin. Oh, no. It is a mahi-mahi. Holy shit. Mahi-mahi on a trolling skirt. Nice. Oh, it's a unique mahi-mahi. Oh, that's nice. Righto. Gonna take a picture of this. Don't get many of these bad boys. Contract paid 199K. Luckily, I own machines and made an additional 10K from the extra crop. Nice. Oh, let me mark that. That is one definitely to mark. Unique mahi-mahi. Aha, very good. It's not a PB, but it's good. Cause hold on, what's my PB on the mahi-mahi? 81. 81 is my PB. 81.675 and a 79.3 inch caught on a trophy. See that? Oh, that's the one I lost right there. I lost my trophy glowing trolling octopus 3.5 ounce 8/0 because I was dumb and I put the wrong pound line on my Mizujigu. So that was fun. And I lost 2 of them. And I was like, why am I losing that? Well, I'll put another one on there. Ugh. And then I figured it out. I figured it out, and I was like, dee-dee-dee. Okay, moving right along. You put underpowered line on an overpowered reel. Wonder how that's going to work out. It didn't. Yeah, so next week I'll be getting into some American Truck Simulator. The week after that's going to be Farming Simulator. And then the last week in September is going to be Lego Fortnite. Getting in some Lego Fortnite. But the start of each week is going to be my single player game. So if I don't have a day off, the start of that when I start that week, it's going to be so I'll be streaming tomorrow. It's going to be a short one tomorrow. It all depends on when I wake up, because if I wake up late, there won't be a stream. So if I wake up in time, there will be a stream. If I wake up late, there won't be. I'll announce it in Discord. And then Saturday and Sunday I'm off because I'm spending time with my son. And then for my weekends, every other weekend. And then so Monday I'll be back on Red Dead Redemption. And then the rest of the week is going to be American Truck Simulator. So I went through my American Truck Sim and I completely sold everything in my company. I completely sold everything. I even sold the truck I was driving to update to the 155. I probably didn't need to, but I did. Oh, no, this just keeps gaining. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. So yeah, I went through and sold everything. Fired all the drivers, sold all the trailers, sold all the trucks, even my truck, and updated all the mods, including my mods. Unique skipjack tuna. Not a PB, so I ain't keeping it. See. Whee! I don't know. When you cast a line out like that, you just got to put a wee behind it, right? It's just an instinct. Whee! Alright, make sure I'm not going to hit any ships. Okay, good. I don't want to hit any ships. I don't want to say, oh, shit. I'm going to have to get my sheet. That's shield in Russian, by the way. Sheet. The only reason I know that is because I watched, I happened to watch, How to Train Your Dragon in Russian. Don't ask me why I was watching it in Russian. No, I was watching it in Russian to learn how the words are pronounced. Fish on. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here. Oh no, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it. Retrieval. I love that retrieval. Wow, let me reel in that much, and then all of a sudden hits back. That's the other thing that can happen. You can lose a fish because of low line tension as well. So that's why when they must be darting in real quick and then darting out and darting in real quick and then darting out, trying to slip the hook. Waves are pretty decent. 12.3 mile per hour winds. Ooh, is that a sword or a sail? Oh, it's a sword. Yep, the young sword. On guard. check my surroundings. Don't want a tanker taking me out. Sending me into a glitch roll. Oh, looks like we have another fish on. Fish on. Oh yeah, we got a fish on, huh? We got a fish on right here. Oh shit, wrong fish. Well, that fish left. I'm gonna break out my rod and I'm bringing this fish, That's right. Gotta bring in this fish. See what we catch today. Probably need to put on some glasses too. Oh my goodness, that's bright. Holy shit. Can't even look at it, it's blinding. That sun is blinding. It's too bright. Man, that rod is really sticking up there. Is that a rod on your holder? Or you just happen to see me? Okay. Dad jokes will come at the fishiest of times. That was pretty crazy. So I stopped. One rod lost tension, and I lost the fish, but got another one right when I stopped. Actually, I think that's a first. Oh, it's high barometric pressure too. So there's a lot of fish at the top. There's a lot of fish at the top. Come on, bring it on in. Looks like a sword. Yep, young swordfish. All right, let's put this on the right. Put this on the proper rod holder here. There we go. All right, just have to change that up. Oh, hold on. Need to put my glasses on. Ooh, much better. Now I can look at the sun and it's not blinding the shit out of me. Changes the colors a little bit too. Very nice. Ah, those are some nice colors. Really nice colors. Waves are really active right now. Actually, what causes waves? The wind, or is it like is it like seismic? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, ocean waves are primarily caused by wind transferring energy to the water's surface, but can also be caused by gravitational pull of the moon and sun tides, or by large-scale disturbances like underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions of tsunamis. Okay, so yeah, wind. And then tides are based on the moon and the sun. Gravitational. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But it's always good to fact check, you know what I mean? So, yep, the more wind you have, the bigger the waves. Or you could just, or it could be an earthquake and or an underwater volcano going off, causing some really big waves. Shoot, it's amazing that surfers can ride those like 20-foot, 30 waves. Reminds me of what's that movie? Point Break. Now that's extreme surfing. Is it Point Break? I think so. I'm turning. Okay. Just making sure that there's not any ships that are gonna take me out here. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. That's really nice. Ooh, yes. Oh yeah, we're in a low period right now. So I'll be surprised if I catch any fish. I mean, I could speed up time, but I don't feel like it. Just keep it rolling. To the window, to the wall. Where are my fishes at? All right. I mean, for the time of day and where the fish activity has been, not a bad day. We got a fish on. Oh, we do. We got a fish on. Let's go. Let's bring it in. Sorry, fam. I was hearing something. Don't lose this damn fish. Come on now. Gotta pay attention. You want to catch some fish, you gotta pay attention. Can't let them go off the line now, can we? No. Not at all. Putting out some pretty good runs. More than likely a swordfish, maybe marlin. Swordfish or marlin? Not sure yet. Well, I mean, we'll know for sure once I haul this fish in here. Yeah, that was close. Now, there's been a few times where I've been reeling in a fish like this and lost it because of low line tension. Like I said earlier, it's a frustrating feeling when it seems like you have a good fish on and then all of a sudden you lose it because of something that simple. Like I looked away for a second. But yeah, one of those moments like that where it goes down to like 2 bars right there. 2 bars across the board. And because I looked away or just flinched the rod the wrong way, I lost the fish due to low line tension. Frustrating after a 6-minute fight IRL too. I was like, come on, man. I mean, obviously it's just a game, but still. You're fighting a fish for that long in a game, and it's like, come on. I mean, obviously these fights real life would be a lot longer. Bringing in these fish real life, it could be anywhere from a half hour to 3 hours fighting some of these fish. So the fact that, in game they only for the game they only take maybe 6 minutes, 10 minutes max to bring in a fish, that's not that bad, really. That unique mahi was a nice catch, though. Longest fight you've seen IRL was almost 6 hours fighting a sturgeon in Idaho. Yeah, I mean, they can be long. Yeah, probably a good sized sturgeon too. Probably somewhere between 8 and 12 feet. Good sized sturgeon. That's an old sturgeon too. If you're looking at an 8 to 10 foot sturgeon, especially a white sturgeon, you're looking at a old sturgeon. Because I mean, it takes 10 years just for them to be about 40 inches. So. Yeah, it didn't fit in the boat. They had to run it on shore. Yeah, tie it off at the gills and the tail and run it ashore. Yeah. Yep. Was it a catch and I'm sure it was was it a catch and release? Because I'm sure you can't keep them. Especially if you catch sturgeon. But they just released. Yes, they ran the boat on shore, then finished reeling it in on shore. Oh, okay. Yeah, so they just they're infusing sturgeon back into the rivers and back into the river systems in a few states. Just I think it's regular lake sturgeon. Put about 7,000 of them in there. So here in 10 years, you'll have some decent sized sturgeon. 20 years, you'll have really good sized sturgeon. And in about 30 years, you'll have monsters. So if you're catching like an 8-foot sturgeon, that fish is at least 20, 30 years old. Excuse me. Shoot, talking about good fight, man, this fish is putting up a fight right here. Hopefully I got a unique on the line. That'd be nice, right? We're just talking about a good fight, and here I am still screwing around with the same fish. And I think the only way you can keep, yeah, no. So in Michigan, it's catch and release only. It'll be catch and release only for sturgeon. Doesn't matter the size. It'll be catch and release only. Going forward. And I think anywhere sturgeon are, it'll be catch and release. Yeah, so that way they can repopulate. You know what I mean? Because sturgeon is a good fish. I mean, granted, I've never caught one. I'd love to catch one. I'd love to catch a sturgeon. The biggest fish I caught is a 24-inch rainbow trout. That thing was a monster. I caught it when I was like, I think 12. Yeah, I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I caught it at San Isabel Lake in Colorado. I had it on the line. The rod was bending. I mean, it was for me it was a monster, and even my friends are like, man, that's a monster fish. I don't know where I had a photo taken, but I don't know where it went. I had a photo taken on Polaroid camera, but I don't know where the photo went. Probably lost it. Honestly, probably lost it when I was evicted. So, unfortunately. We're getting there. Within 70 feet now, so unless this fish decides to take another run out on me. Been a good fight so far. They did change the law. You cannot remove them from the water, barbless hook, and release with no harm to fish. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, catching, and that's the other thing, catching sturgeon with a barbless hook, that is going to be that's a challenge. Catching any fish with a barbless hook is a challenge. Because it can be easily slipped. So I mean, you really got to keep the tension on the rod. You really got to keep the tip up and keep the tension on the rod, or otherwise the fish is going to slip it. I've only ever hooked one sturgeon and it snapped my pool, then spat the hook out. Oh wow, yeah, that's a mean one. That's a mean one, and a bad day for you, good day for the fish, right? What we got here? What we got? Oh, nice. Trophy swordfish. I knew it was a good one. Nice trophy swordfish right there. Take a picture. See, so for me, this is something that I don't get. I wish that was in 70 feet of water, had him close to the top. Then it swam straight down. Moment pole touched side of the boat, it snapped. Yeah, you gotta. I mean, what was the weight? What was the weight on your rod that it snapped it? I mean, it had to have been a good sized sturgeon. If it was a good, I mean, if it was a, what were you using? Were you using a heavy or? Oh, wow. You're using a deep sea? Wow. Yeah, that must have been, that had to have been a monster if it snapped it. If you're using like a marlin rod or something like that. Yeah, that had to have been, pole was thicker than your thumb. Oh, wow. Yeah, that had to have been like a marlin rod or something similar. So is it similar to like the Kodo Kage that I'm using, like that rod? Was it a short one? So did it look like that one right there? So did it look like that? Or like that? I'm thinking it probably was something like that. Like second, but okay, but thicker. Oh, may have been you were younger. Okay. Yeah, no, you if I'm sure if you didn't touch the boat, um see if I got a picture of them still. Yeah. Um I'm sure if you didn't touch the boat, the rod would have not snapped if you didn't touch the boat. Because the amount of tension that was on that rod, you can't let it touch anything. Yeah, I gave it too much. Yeah, I gave it too much stress in that one point. But if it snapped, if a rod like that snapped, I'm sure it was used for quite some time before it did snap, though. Because most of the rods now, most of the good ones, like the Marlin rods, you're going to be looking at a carbon fiber rod, somewhere between 5 and maybe 5'7", somewhere between 5 foot, maybe 5'8", 5'9", somewhere in there. And yeah, I mean the rods are thick. I mean they're thick rods. Oh, the brand was Ugly Stick. Okay, yeah, that's one of the lower that. I mean, Ugly Stick is good, but that's I mean as far as deep sea goes, that's one of the lower end. That's one of the lower end rods. I think anyway. Like if you're looking for compared to like a Marlin rod is like high end. Like that's stuff that like Jeremy Wade uses to catch the monsters that he does on river monsters. So using setups like this and like this, using the short rods. But even one of these rods, one of his Marlin signature rods, he snapped one bringing in a stingray, a freshwater stingray. One of his rods just completely snapped off, like the fish was that heavy, like it didn't touch the boat or anything. It's just due to the weight of the fish and the stingray sticking to the bottom, it just went, just snapped. So sometimes it's just a big ass fish, and your rod goes through the mincer. So let me check this out. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's a nice boat actually. That's very similar. That looks very similar to my brother's boat. My brother has a boat similar to that. You know what? Let me grant you a. I'm gonna grant you a role to the Fishing Planet chat, so you can put that. There you go. I granted you the Fishing Planet role, so you can put that picture in the IRL section. So you'll see the fishing planet now, and you can put that picture in the IRL fishing. And if you have any other pictures, fishing from IRL fishing pictures, feel free to put them in there. Native American paintings I saw along the river. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Throw them in there. I wouldn't mind looking at that. I've always been very appreciative of Native American culture, and well, in any culture too. But you know, I've always been drawn to Native American culture. And just learning about other cultures in general. Oh man, I don't know about you, I don't know about y'all, but that sound of the waves, that sound of the waves is just so relaxing. I mean, granted, those are in real life, these would be some big waves right now. You got a 14 and a half mile hour wind. Those would be some good sized waves. We're talking probably a good 3 foot waves maybe. Oh, looks like we're going past the feeding zone. Are we? I know, just cheering some seagulls. So I still have yet to create the role in Discord. I need to do that at some point. Probably do it this weekend. Probably do it this weekend while I'm playing some more Fishing Planet offline. Get the Fishing Planet roll in there. So that way those that play Fishing Planet can select it. Or fish in real life. If you play Fishing Planet or you fish in real life, you can select that role. Post your pictures either of the game or the fish you've caught in real life. Ah, darn it. Hate when that happens. You seem like you have a seems like you have a fish on and then nothing. Maybe I was just a little too eager there. when you've been trolling for a little bit, and all of a sudden a fish bites. It's like, ooh, let's go. Looking for a fight. Come on. I do miss the Whitewater Rapids. Was exciting going from fishing hole to the next. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, fishing. My favorite fishing was fishing in the Arkansas River. Just drop a lure in there and you can catch some trout. And then fishing for some bass as well. Putting a frogger out there. Putting some hard baits out there. Fishing for bass. And then doing some bottom fishing for suckerfish. Catch some pretty big suckerfish. We'd catch them like probably a good 12 inch. Caught a lot of smallmouth bass on the Idaho trip. Learned to bounce hook off the rock face, and the moment it hit the water, you had a bite. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, you just gotta disturb the surface, and once you disturb the surface, those bass are hitting, being here at the right time. But once you catch a couple bass though, that spot is pretty much done, and then you got to move down to the next one. But more often than not, you can catch a couple out of there before they catch on and move. Or just dive down. Or they're just not interested at that point. Oh, I'm sure it was. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going fishing again at some point. Some nice relaxing fishing. Nothing like it. I don't know. There's a few places around here that you can go fishing. Grab a license and go fishing. But I'd have to get all my equipment again. Yeah, shoot. Who doesn't miss fishing with their grandpa? Both my grandpa passed in 2000, so it's been 25 years. So we were still in Germany at the time when we got the news. My mom was stationed over there, and we were still in Germany at the time. And we had just made it back for we had just made it back in time for his funeral. Yeah, that man taught me a lot. He was always working. Shoot, working up till the day he died. Passed away at 80 years old. And then my grandmother outlived him. She didn't pass until 2017. My grandmother passed at 102. So because of my grandma and grandpa, that's the reason that I have my name L Cross 7 is because that was their cattle band. It was L Cross 7. Which I think the family still owns the brand too. We still have rights to the brand. I think. I'm pretty sure the dues are being paid on it. Oh, that's years passed in 2010. Saw him the day he passed to cancer. He was on a lot of pain meds, though he was at work playing pranks on your brother-in-law. Wow. Oh, the memories. Damn. And shoot, even that, that's 2010. That's 15 years ago. So my son was just a year old. They were welders for the same company and would weld each other's tools to the yeah. Yeah, that's a welder, all right. Yeah, my cousin, he dabbled in welding and he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Made a few things. He did some welding and then he decided to become a electrical journeyman. So now he's working for the electrical co-op out in Colorado. So. But yeah, he's done some welding, and he would weld his dad's tools to the bench. My uncle was not too happy with him when he would do that. So it's kind of funny. So my cousin and I are very similar, as we were the troublemakers growing up. Probably him more so than me. And then our older brothers were the quote good ones. They were the quote good ones, and we were the troublemakers. So and those are our first cousins. So it's kind of cool. But then again, my first cousins are like anywhere between 8 and 12 years older than me. So. Maybe even 15, I think. Yeah, I think some of my first cousins are in their 50s. So my older first cousins. So yeah, I mean at least 12 years older than me. Because my brother's 9 years older than me. So yeah, anywhere between 8 and 12, maybe 13 years older than me. Never got to be close to any of my cousins due to living distance, though had some great high school friends that we got into trouble bringing people. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so one of my teachers had like a little smart car looking thing back in the day, right? I think I had like a Fiat or something, maybe. But anyway, so our senior year, we decided to, because one of my buddies had a forklift, and we got his vehicle. And we got his vehicle, and we put it up on the roof of the school. He was not too happy about it. He was not too happy about that. And then shoot, so we actually, for our senior class, we actually had a senior ditch day. It went over all our MySpace group, and the entire class did not go to school. The entire senior class did not go to school that day. And we were like, if anybody goes to class, this is going to be ruined. So nobody go to class on that day. So all of us didn't. Even the goody two shoes ones with like the 3.9, 4.0 GPAs, they didn't even go. So it was really funny to see. Yeah. So our entire senior class of like 260 some people did not attend school on senior ditch day. So the teachers had nothing to do, but they still had to, because they taught 11th graders as well, because they taught juniors and sophomores as well, and I think some freshmen too for some of their classes. They still had to teach, but our entire senior class was not there. Oh, and get this, nobody got an absence from that day at all. So nobody got an absence because we were all gone. Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna slap us with an absence like days before we graduate? Come on now. I think it was like a week. I think it was like a week before we were gonna graduate. So it was fun. I'm just reminiscing about that because my daughter is in her senior year. So I wonder if they're gonna do anything like that. I wonder what they're gonna do. Or if they do anything, I don't even know if they'll do anything with the way schools are today. They probably won't do anything. Nice swordfish, yes. Got a cruise ship out there, couple oil tanker, a ship container, a couple ship containers out there. Going directly for that cruise ship. Oh, ship. Oh, good times, though. Good times. But yeah, I haven't got word that my that either of my kids have walked out on any of their teachers. My one of my teachers pissed me off so much my senior year that I pretty much said, "Fuck you. I'm not coming to class because you're an ignorant bastard and you don't say that shit about about somebody's family." So I pretty much flipped him off and I said, I'm not finishing out your class. So you can go fuck yourself. And I left. I didn't go to his class the rest of the year. Still graduated though. I had to take 6 tests 2 days before I graduated. Aced them all. That one of my teachers, actually my former football coach called me in. Football coach and I think history teacher called me in and said, "Mr. Lewis, you gotta take 6 tests or you're not gonna graduate." I was like, "Oh, really? Well, when do I got to take them?" 2 days before you graduate. 2 days before graduation day, and if you don't pass them, you don't graduate. I was like, "Okay, bet." I was like, "Well, for sure, I'll be there." So I went in and I was able to what's crazy is they let me take the same test twice. So for me, when I've already seen something once, I have a bit of a photographic memory. So I knew all the answers the second time around. So I completely aced them 100%. And they're like, how the hell did you do that? Well, I just did. Did I pass? They were like, yes. Am I graduating? Yes. Okay then. Bye. See you graduation day. Oh, and then also between my junior and senior year, I had to take summer school because I slacked off my junior year too, and all because of a girl. If she's watching or ever sees this, she knows who she is. Not gonna say her name, but she knows who she is. And no, it's not my ex-wife. It's not the mother of my children. It's my former girlfriend from high school. Yeah, I mean, even though we're still technically married, but we've been geographically separated since 2022. So I think I'm pretty sure I think I can say ex-wife at this point. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can say ex-wife at this point. Right? Yeah, I would think so. Don't get me wrong. I still love her. She gave me 2 beautiful children, but yeah, just relationship didn't work out. Life happens. And then you play video games. Life happens, and then you play video games, and you move on. Oh, shit. Need to grab food. I'm still technically married. Though I've been separated for 7... Yeah. It's like, is there a statute of limitations on this thing? Like, can we just call it at some point, like, legally? Been 7 years. Do we still need to file? Not sure. Can we just call it amicably split? Maybe not amicably, but definitely split. All right, fish on. Let's go. Bridget. Down it. Fish. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here. Bring in the fish. Yeah. Oh shit. Just about lost it. Just about lost that little bugger. Shoot, actually, speaking of food, I may make a run after Strum. So. Speaking of food, yeah, feeling froggy. Go get some food and then continue watching the MCU. Currently on what is it? She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Yeah. But it's been it's been pretty good, pretty decent day of fishing, that's for sure. Over 3,400, about to be, I don't know, maybe 3,600, depending on how big this fish is. Looks like a young swordfish, maybe. Retrieval, retrieval, retrieval. Oh shit. Just about lost it. Got it. Yep, young swordfish. I was right. Just about at the end of the run. Pinged for a second. We got fish on? Fish on? Oh yeah, fish on. Oop, mahi mahi. Yep, mahi mahi. Let it go about to 130 feet. All right, and rip it. Another fish on. Made quite a run out there on almost full drag. Pulling hard? No, hardly pulling. I mean, it got a good bend on it. Putting some good resistance to the rod. Now that it's coming in closer, I'm getting some good resistance though. See what I have on here. Just caught a mahi and a young swordfish. Let's see what I have on the line here. Oh, another young swordfish. All right, about halfway through. About halfway through 85 now. So let's see. Yep, about halfway through 85, so 588,000 experience still to go. Oh, 589,000. Because when I made level 85, I think I saw like 1.2 million experience for level 85, so yep, as you go through the levels, it's going to get more challenging. Fish on. Yep, got a fish on. Probably a mahi or a skipjack. Not seeing it. Didn't see any yellow. So it might be a skipjack. Trying to see if I can see the fish jump out of the water. Yeah, I'm not seeing any yellow. It's good. I think it's just tuna. Yep, tuna. Ooh, what did I get? X Series Ocean Power Mono. 3,000 yard, 143 pounds. Very nice. Would have liked it if it was like 165 pound, but anyway. Apparently I made enough tuna casserole to get some fishing line. It was good. 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 Speed up the party a little bit. Well, shoot, it would be sweet to have a yacht like this. Be about 50 million though. To have this custom rail with the rod holders, and then the screens connected into your sonar system. Well, now that'd probably be 100 million. Yeah, to have those and then route it into your sonar system and your depth finder and all that. Yeah, you're probably looking at 100 million, maybe 200. Yeah, probably 200 million for this yacht real life. But it'd be one hell of a yacht to have, that's for sure. These catamaran yachts are nice. Seen a few over in the I've seen a few in the bay. Really nice yachts. Booey! Well, fam, that's a pretty good haul for some fishing. Mahi mahi trophy skipjacks, unique skipjacks, unique mahi mahi, young swordfish, and a trophy. Not a bad haul. 604,000. That's pretty good. 22 fish, so 22 fish. Not a bad haul. Halfway to level 85. Probably do some more grinding off stream, but that's going to be it for this one, fam. That's going to be it for this one. I'm going to call it right there. Should be back on tomorrow. Should be back on tomorrow, being I get up in time. If not, the next stream will be Monday. So, yeah, next stream will be Monday. Yeah, next stream will be Monday. But until then, be sure to join the Discord. Follow me on the socials. I'll have some YouTube videos will start coming out on Sunday. And I'll try to have some shorts coming out as well, in connection to some of the videos. Other than that, hope you all have a blessed one, and until next time, stay safe out there. Much love to each and every one of you, and peace.